guys, Dr. John here to talk about the dink game. We're going to talk a little bit about pickleball and one of the most technical and important parts of the game. These are some great tips. Actually, a local pro, Susie Anderson, she's awesome. She gave me these tips about a year and a half ago when I first started playing, and these are just great little pointers, and a few of my own as well over the course of this couple years of playing. Hope these help you out. Let's get to it. So the dink game is super important. Third shot drops, key, that's a whole nother video. Once you get to the kitchen and start the dink game, it becomes very technical. A couple of pointers is going to be keep your butt down, paddle up, and keep your ready position here or here. And that way you can take a lot of these balls out of the air if you need to. If they decide to pop on you or speed it up, you're automatically ready for that ball and your paddle's already here. If you're here dinking, then they're going to pop you in the chest and it's going to be no fun. So butt down, paddle up, and then move and hit. So we're gonna, keep your grip strength about 50%. Paddle here versus paddle here. So check it out. Paddle here, paddle there. So just a little loose. We're gonna just hit a few dinks. Give yourself a little bit of margin on your dinks as well. They don't have to be lasers over the net. Just put them over the net and keep them in the kitchen. Your goal is to keep it out of attack land. You see how Marianne's doing a great job of keeping it out of my attackable space. This is attack space, right? So she's putting it down low, keeping it out of my attack zone. The other thing is going to be footwork. Move your feet, touch the ball, and just push it forward. That's also clutch. Sometimes you'll get into a dink rally where you're just putting a little bit too, they're just being a little too soft. Just push it. 5% more, 10% more. Take that one out of the air. It just made it really easy. I just kept my butt down, my paddle up, took it right out of the air, put it into a tough spot. I didn't smash that ball. I just put it in a tough spot for her. Good. Keeping your paddle nice and loose. Good. If you step into the kitchen, you got to reset back out of the kitchen. So it's not a big deal to step in. A common rule people don't understand is that they can step in before they hit the ball. So out of the air, you cannot step in the kitchen. But if it's short in the kitchen, you can step in and just like that, hit it, and then get back out of the kitchen, play some more. So those are the fundamentals of dinking. Butt down, paddle up, keep your paddle loose, and be ready for a pop shot. As we're dinking, man, I'm gonna have you just hit one hard at me. My paddle's up, and I'm here and I'm ready for that. So my paddle's up, and she comes at me, and I just block it back into the kitchen. So come at me, block. So I'm not smashing that ball, I'm just blocking it and getting back into the dink game, another technical rally, and gonna keep working. You'll set up different shots out of the dink game. It's very cerebral, tons of mental fortitude and mental concentration. Let's talk about which balls to attack. So if she hits me a ball up a little bit higher, like that one. So that ball is up high. Here, hit me one more. So like this one here. That one, boom, right? I can attack that ball, but you notice I didn't hit it boom, right at her super hard. That's a yellow ball, what Susie Anderson would call a yellow ball. All these balls are red balls. They're down here. Probably shouldn't attack those. If you attack that ball, you try to flick it to the back corner, that's a tough shot. 5-0 players have that shot. Most everyone else is gonna hit that shot long, 70+% of the time. So don't attack these red balls. Just dink them and stay consistent on them. Yellow balls are gonna be up here. They're gonna be about waist height. Lots of people like to attack that ball. If I attack that ball straight at her, it's gonna come straight back a fair amount of the time and in a tough spot. So that's a yellow ball. Sometimes attack that, sometimes don't attack that ball. Just put a little pressure on that ball with a harder dink. So I can take that ball and flick it a little bit harder to that corner, or a little bit harder to that corner over there, or just a little bit harder to the middle. I'm not going at their body, I'm just pushing it to their feet and utilizing that yellow ball in a better way. If you just smash at people, lots of people love that smash game. It's a real fast, smash game. That's okay too sometimes, especially if you're playing with someone with slower reflexes than you. But most of the time, take those yellow balls and put them in a tricky spot. Now these are green balls, right? They're up here. You're gonna be able to hit that ball with force at her feet. It's gonna be awesome. You can put that ball away. These are green balls, go. Yellow balls, think about it. Put it in a tough spot. Red balls, dink those balls all day long. Just stay dinky. Let's hit. I'm gonna just hit me a couple yellows. I'll show you. There's a yellow ball. Just gonna block it back into the kitchen. There's a yellow ball. That's a yellow ball. And see how I flicked that one forward and down. I didn't put it right at her, but she returned it no problem. And then there's the old beautiful green ball. That ball. Oh man, put that ball away. I didn't hit her, don't worry. Put that ball away. So be ready, be watching for those yellow balls. If they're green enough, this is kind of between yellow green, put it down, right? If you can reach out there and get that ball, do it. Take it up high, take it out in front of you. For a long time, I played ping pong, so I take balls here and here. And this is the, you know, lots of wrist and lots of ping pong swing and stuff. Pickleball is more out in front of you. So if you take these balls up and out in front of you this way, super more effective. Those are basically the pearls. I think they're just great pearls for pickleball players of all levels. Probably the pros already know all that stuff, but like anybody that's beginner to 4 or 5 would benefit from these little tips and tricks. So again, Dr. John with Voyage Direct Primary Care, just giving you some pickleball tips and tricks. I love this sport. I think it's a healthy sport for all age groups. Trying to get more people out and active and just keep on sweating. You see I got a nice sweat stain on my shirt? Let's keep working. Dr. John with Voyage.